I think so, Lisa.
Okay.
You're live. Okay, I think we're good, guys.
I think we're live. Hey guys.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Welcome.
Sorry, I had eyelash in my eye. Sorry.
So
hey, guys.
Maggie,
Yes.
hey Maggie, so do you want to talk to everybody on everywhere and tell them kind of what we're up to today?
Yes, guys, we have, as usual, another fun-filled show for you. We are going to start with a special announcement, which Dana is going to do, but then we're going to continue on and do a Stump Lisa, which I'm super excited about, as well as our segment, What Would Lisa Do? And I've got some amazing spaces for her to Lisa-fy, if you will. We're also going to do a little bit of design news, where we're going to talk about trends that will be carrying over from 2022 into 2023. And then, of course, we've got some Q&As, and we're going to have a special guest today, and Lisa's going to answer her question live. So yeah, that is going to.
I think, Lisa, what you're going to do is you're going to actually work with an Inner Circle client live.
I am. Yes.
So you guys get to see actually like the breakdown of what the Inner Circle is and what it can be like. So
yeah,
really
exactly.
Fun.
Well, we're kind of going to do a little version of that. And so, guys, the other thing that happened is, Lisa loves trees. And so we've been doing a lot of tree fundraising. But obviously, since Ian, we want to help everyone out as much as we can as a community, as a design community. So we created
you created, Miss Dana.
Dana.
Dana created.
I did a Red Cross fundraiser, and it's for the people in it goes directly to the Red Cross, and it's all about it really goes to their support of the hurricane victims in the entire region, Florida and everywhere it's hit. And
Florida, South Carolina, Georgia, all of that, right?
So I created it. When did I create it? Like 2 days ago when I put this up.
Yes.
And we've already had other people join our fundraiser, and they've raised $1,400 already.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah, so
really?
we have to do a little bit.
Yes.
It'd be nice if we could do that to equal.
Do we know who it was?
I don't know, because when you're putting this stuff together in YouTube, you can join other people's fundraisers that they create, or you can just create your own. And so we created our own fundraiser with the Red Cross, and other people are actually working with us. So it's awesome.
So you guys on YouTube,
$1,400.
Oh my gosh, we got to build on that today, you guys.
Yes, we do. That's absolutely
help those folks out. It was interesting because we had 3. So we started a new Inner Circle group yesterday, and 3 of them, I believe, were in Florida, and all of them miraculously had been safe. They had some stuff happen in their yards and, little bits and pieces, but they were really safe. And, but you think about it, there's so many other people that weren't. Yeah. And so that's why we said, you know what, let's switch gears for this week. So I think that's great.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay,
and guys,
so Maggie,
if you want to donate, absolutely click the donate now button on YouTube. So those of you in the Design Club, if you head on over to our YouTube channel, you'll see exactly where to donate. And of course, those of you on YouTube should see it already.
Yeah, and the first person that donates, we're going to make a big deal out of it. So you better.
Yes,
right. Even if it's $1, $5, guys, it all counts.
Hi, Lisa.
It does all count.
With us. Lisa from Inner Circles with us on YouTube. Hi, Lisa. Anyway.
Oh, hi, Lisa.
Wally, we have tons of people there. So anyway, let's get moving with the show so we can get through. We've got a lot to get through.
Yeah,
we do. We have jam-packed today.
And Megan is basically going to be the master of ceremonies.
Am I? Okay, yay. Okay,
yay, cool. I love that.
Okay, let us start then with Stump Lisa, one of my favorite segments ever. And it's mainly because I love that intro photo. So let us start. So Lisa, okay.
All 3 of them, they're fun.
We're floating.
Now,
I love the floating heads.
What's the point? Yeah, it is cute. Now, Megan, what is the point of Stump Lisa? What's the point? I mean,
The point is to stump Lisa, the master of design, which has been very, very difficult. It's proven to be over the past several months. I don't know that I've ever successfully done it yet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show Lisa a space, and what she needs to do is tell me what the design style is. And she's also going to do a design style breakdown and explain why she believes what she does.
Okay, can I just jump in here before we go to the stump, Lisa?
Yes.
Because I just got a message on Zoom from Amy Rodriguez, which we love. She's been on the show a few times. And she says, good day, everyone. And she loves the fact that we're doing the fundraiser. She says her sister-in-law lost her roof off a barn from the storm. Her horses also got hit by 10 and has significant cuts on its side.
Oh,
so,
no.
you know, it's affecting all of a lot of people, our members too. So sorry, Amy, we're so sorry for that.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
The kind of stuff that the Red Cross does. So anyway, so
that's right. That's right. Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So Lisa.
Jonathan Smith. Wait. Jonathan Smith just donated. Oh, Anonymous donated 20, and Jonathan Smith just donated 5. You guys, thank you so much. Oh
Anonymous,
my gosh.
We never knew who you were until now.
Anonymous? Oh.
You still don't know who Anonymous is. Okay.
No, that's
Thank you,
true.
Anonymous. Everybody appreciates that. And Jonathan, we really appreciate you doing that. That's great. And we
yes, can we do the reactions? Thank you, guys.
Yes,
there we go.
But they don't see it on they don't see the reactions on YouTube.
Oh, they don't? Oh, hang on.
No, not on YouTube.
Do this.
But just so you know, guys, we're sending you hearts and what is that? A party horn? Celebratory reactions, basically.
What is celebratory reactions? Yes, that's right.
I don't know what do you call that. Okay. A party horn? I don't know. Whatever. I don't know.
So let's stump Lisa.
Okay.
Though.
All right. Stump Lisa time. Here we go.
Oh. Okay. Well, this is very interesting. And may I say, rather thematic. Good call, Maggie. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. So a lovely, I'm going to say contemporary interpretation of a transitional Eastern coastal. Oh, gosh, yes. That's exactly what that is. Okay. Ooh, and my gosh, we have like 4 inner circle people right now that are talking coastal stuff. And we were just talking about the discussion of the difference between kind of Cali casual coastal, right, which is way more contemporary, usually in its iterations. Think driftwood, think found objects, those kinds of things. Now, East Coast actually divides up into 2 categories of Eastern coastal style. There's one that I kind of typify that would go kind of like from Virginia north. So you've got so you've got, Maine and all those states that sort of border the northern East Coast, and they all tend to have that kind of lovely, almost Cape Cod shingly vibe. We also have a person in our circle who's got one of those that's happening. But then from about South Carolina down through Florida, that Eastern coastal shifts up a bit. And it's really all about palette interpretation when you talk about the division between the two. Because if you said navy blue and white to me, I would pin that northern Eastern coastal, okay? If you said to me bluish, turquoise, and or yellow, okay, that's firmly in the southern Eastern coastal. And so this room, very interesting, actually, because you have, can I annotate? Yes. All right. So this room, these gorgeous, oh my God, droolability, Chippendale chairs, not fan back, bench back chairs with this high kind of cadmium yellow. No, not cadmium, yellowbird. Kind of a bright yellow. So they've clearly been repainted, or perhaps they've been repurposed from another era, because we don't really see a lot of Chippendales being made these days, and they're lovely because they have the webbed arms too, which is really nice, and they've got this lovely little fretwork down here, so very, very clearly transitional, right? And then they've got this lovely kind of, what's that called? Maybe a blue and white or a black and white paisley on there. That's fabulous, but very sort of modern transitional interpretation of Southern Eastern Coastal. How do I know that? The terrarium filled with gorgeous coral, okay, rope around the mirror, a sea captain, okay, more shells up here. But even more interesting, guys, even more interesting is, let's talk this color for a second, because it's this really soft, elegant kind of a soft sea blue green kind of thing that really is lovely. And it's a tonal story, which is a very modern interpretation. So for instance, the walls are lighter, but the trim, and there's significant trim, is just a hair darker of the same color. Oh, I love this room. El Decor. I just spotted that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love this room. And so the very, very transitional. You've got, again, this little fretted indentation on the brass inlay on the chest. That's all lovely. Oh my gosh. Oh, and the ostrich egg. Oh, couldn't be more traditional in some ways. The lovely kind of sea trunk with the brass nail heads and things, sisal on the floor. Oh gosh. Oh, I love this room. What am I right?
So guys, I don't think I could have failed any harder trying to stump Lisa with his room. So okay, here's why. Not only did she just completely find all of the clues, right? But yes, it is Eastern Coastal. But she also specified it's like Southern Eastern Coastal, because this is from South Carolina. Okay. So yeah, I need to up my game, I think, guys.
Oh, I love it. No. That was a really different one, because it was very contemporary in many iterations of it, but it was also clearly in that transitional footprint. And that teal is a little bit of a surprise, right? Because normally you'd see a richer teal or a little bit of a deeper interpretation, perhaps on the walls. So yeah, no, that was a surprise. I loved it.
It's amazing to me the detail you can go in and the things you find. I don't know about you guys on YouTube and Zoom, but I don't see half of what you pull out. I mean, and I've been doing this and working with you for 20 years. I don't see.
You have to remember this. I know it's funny. You don't really pick that up, but you do a lot of other things that I do not do. But what is interesting is that this is because when you're a designer, right, Megan, you have to build that room. Yes. You're starting with a blank slate, right? So you have to create every element that goes in there. So when you're looking at them in reverse, you're looking at all of the elements and go, do they work? Do they not work? What are they saying to me? How do they communicate? That's your job, basically.
No, I mean, yeah, you absolutely she just reverse engineered that space, because design is done generally in layers.
And that's kind of like why knowing what your style is, taking these quizzes, learning about design helps you get what you want when you start to work on your own homes, because you're actually able to be consistent and nail a look and a feel. Did everybody how many people love the room and how many people nah? I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, I'd love to see.
Well, Eastern Coastal is very specific.
Yeah.
People like that room.
It's a strong look.
It's a strong look. Yeah, right. Oh, in the transitional category, it's a strong subcategory.
Yeah. Some people loved it. Squally was a major thumbs down.
Not so much. Right.
Nancy, thumbs up.
Yes. Yeah.
No, I mean, all right. Well, that's good. Yeah. So, Megan, what's next on this?
I think, you know what? It's so funny. I love how polarizing Eastern Coastal is. I mean, we are even with the yes and then the no's. But how about we do? Let's dive into a question, Lisa. If you're ready.
Oh, good. Because I got some juicy ones this week. Yes. Oh my gosh, I got some juicy ones. All right, so let me Let me fix this a second so we can
Holly
get you
says
guys.
Australian coastal is preferable.
Australian coastal.
Interesting.
Ooh,
Yeah. That's something
would
I want to
love
look
to
into.
kind of see that.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh, yes, that would be very interesting. Or coastal
Rita.
Spain, Portugal,
Yeah.
all of that's fabulous, for sure. Okay, so I got a oops. Okay, let me get you guys down here.
Does everybody have their coffee or their drinks or their
I know. I wish I had a coffee this morning.
It's
That
not
would
really
help
cocktail hour, so it's like,
considerably.
you know,
I know. I
water.
have my water
Got
too.
water.
Bubble water.
So,
Yeah.
oh, very good. Oh,
Yeah.
how elegant of you.
Yeah.
Okay. How
I'm
French.
obsessed with it.
Yes. Okay. So, can everybody see this? This is a lovely little
Yeah.
picture that got sent in to me by
Beautiful.
Ingrid. And Ingrid, honey, I don't know if you're part of the club or if you're on YouTube, but if you're going to be completely renovating this house, darling, you seriously need to be thinking about Inner Circle, because this is a lovely, quite generously scaled house, and there's gonna be a lot of spaces in here. So I would say you need to definitely send an email to what do they send it to, guys?
Which one, Dana?
We're
It's hello at lisaholt.com.
Yeah, we just could you guys
Sorry,
put
we
in the chat,
blanked,
please?
Ingrid. Hello at lisaholt.com, because if you're going to take this any further than just what we're going to talk about today, absolutely, you would be silly not to, because it would make a huge difference. Now, here's the deal. You wanted to, what her question actually was, how does she kind of upgrade, sort of, what does she do with these doors, which look kind of probably original to the structure, okay, which are not great. And the shutters, which are severely underscaled for the property, okay. And she's kind of contemporary, and that actually sort of works with, you could actually make that work with this house. There's a couple of other things that kind of need to happen. In other words, you kind of need to address some of your exterior planting and some of that kind of thing. Looks like you have a reasonable sort of a charcoaly roof. Not sure if that's new or not, but gables are too white for the body color that is kind of a creamy yellow. It definitely needs some fluffing. I would work on the color of the gutters, because they're way too bright, just like these gable faces are. But here's the deal. If you wanted to take this house with this lovely sort of deep roof line to it, and almost kind of a French vibe to it, and make it feel contemporary, what do? You do add black. But I'm going to tell you, not the black you're thinking about, Ingrid, okay? For one thing, I would ditch these double doors and either make it one large door that's a glass inset into a wood frame, okay? Or do two of them. You could do two of them if you like the ability for it to open to a full 6 feet. That's fine. Frankly, if you were going to make this more contemporary, I'm not sure I would re-add the shutters, but if you were going to add shutters, I would take them into a sort of a sexy charcoal, not black, because black is a little too obvious and going to be a little harsh for you. I would take them down, because I can't really tell the color of the exterior of the brick, but it doesn't feel, oh, here, see, here's the problem. This is really white. You make it look, and it makes your brick look just kind of tired and yellow. This is the same, these gables up here are doing the same thing. So it's almost like you've got to pick a white that's going to work with the body of the house and take out all your trim in that tone, okay? And then if you're going to do shutters, I would consider maybe perhaps making them just a hair wider if you're going to do them, or lose them all together, which could be very interesting and much more contemporary. Okay. And if you do take them whiter, I would take them into a deep charcoal gray, not a black, because your roof is not black, darling. Your roof is gray. And so to make them black, it would make it too harsh against the off-white of the exterior, etc. But definitely, if you do nothing else I've told you, do the door that is all glass front with the simple wood frame, simple and clear, make it very contemporary. Give yourself a big old pull handle on that stretches kind of the length of the door in some sort of glorious metal that you like. And then obscure the glass so that people can't see in, but you're still getting light coming through, and it's in a contemporary statement. So good submittal, Ingrid. I am so I'm kind of sorry you only sent me the one picture in, but it's good because I'd love to see more of this house. It's a very handsome house. I'm not sure where you're located, but definitely good question to ask on that. I've got another one, Maggie. Can we go? Can we rock and roll with another one?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do it.
Let's do that.
Lisa, I just want to let you know really quick that we have had a $50 donation.
Oh my gosh! From
Yay.
Anonymous. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, you guys! Thank you so much. All of us here have already donated, but we can't do it this way. We have to donate separately because it looks like we're trying to pad our own thing. So, but thank you, Anonymous. That's fantastic. Oh my gosh, $50. Imagine what that's going to do for people.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be amazing. Okay. So let's see. Have you guys got this picture up? Because this was another person who could probably benefit from Inner Circle, but may not have time right now. This is kind of like just a mini update that she's doing, which is this is Angela, and Angela this is her existing kitchen, and what she's going to do, and Angela,
Lisa, can I interrupt you for just a second?
Yes.
No, Ingrid, who was that was her picture, I think. She said, thank you for the input, and she'll try to think about Inner Circle at some point, which is great.
Great. Absolutely. Inner Circle. Well, I can tell you guys that we only have one seat left for November, and then that's it. We're not doing anything until January. So if anybody's interested, you guys need to move because it's already almost sold out. But it's going to come back in January. So, no worries there. All right. So here is the situation. Angela is going to pull out part of a wall, which I applaud. But the only thing I'm going to say here, Angela, is I want you to make sure that this wall is not load bearing. You may have already done that, but I just want to, just for safety's sake and to be professional, I want you to make sure no one should ever knock out a wall without knowing, and I'm not joking here, knowing if there's something is structural. And I don't know if you even have a second floor, but if it's holding up a ceiling joist, you need to really make sure that you pop a beam in there if you need to. Okay. So she's pulling out this wall and I guess enlarging a mirror a little bit, a window. And on the other side of that wall is this space, which is the beginning of her dining room. So she's showing us this right here. And then there is, of course, her dining room. And you can see that she's got some wainscoting going on here. And the main question that came in from Angela was, what colors? She gave me the colors. They were a nice light neutral, like a Swiss Coffee or a Sherwin-Williams or something good and neutral for the walls. And here's what I'm going to say is that she asked me, what color does she do below the chair rail, right? This is a chair rail. It's not full wainscoting. It's just the chair rail. And here's my philosophy on that, Angela. Chair rails are like dark countertops in a white kitchen. They create this belt effect, which foreshortens the room and makes it feel smaller. So here's what I'm going to tell you is that I want you to paint this part of the wall and this part of the wall the exact same color. And then you can take the trim out, okay, the baseboard and the belly band, I almost said, the chair rail out. You can take that out in either the same color or whatever trim color that you're featuring, okay, for that. And I do hope it's not a bright white, and you need to do the rule of 3 story for all of that. And if you haven't seen that, Gaia, can you post that in the thing? Now, here's what I want you to, here's a little extra something that I want you to do that I think will really help you make a choice about things. When I look at this picture, I see, okay, a off-white floor and an off-white kitchen counter. Now, all of this is lovely to open this wall up. If you're not planning on changing, and maybe you're not, because sometimes we have to phase, we have to phase our projects a little bit for budget reasons and everything else. If you're not going to change out this flooring and the countertop and backsplash right away, you do not want to do a bright white. So here's your deal, which is I want you to do the rule of 3. Oh, wait, and you are painting. Oh, and you might paint the cabinets as well. Ooh, okay. So here's what I want you to do. If you are a member of the club, I want you to go to the library and look at the Lisa's Favorite Whites, okay? Because there's some very nice whites, off-whites, and grayish tones that would be a good storyline. And what I want you to do is create either a Pinterest board that's specific with these colors, excuse me, and a picture of your tile, because your tile is going to look terrible against bright white, if you do the cabinets or the walls in that. And the reason is because this tile is a little older. It has a dark grout to it, and it's an off-white to begin with, or kind of a pale sand color. All right. So you don't want that to look old and used. You may have just installed it. I don't know. And so what you want to do is make sure that the whites you're choosing that carry through to your dining room read comfortably and are soft enough that they incorporate that color that's in the floor and the cabinets, at least until you either change that, or if you did just change that and that's your feature element, you want to make sure that it goes together. So huge good story about, Dana and I have been working on a, what have we been working on? We've been working on a webinar talking about how troublesome picking whites are. And I don't know, Dana, at some point we should just play that. But anyway, so
it was funny that you were saying that, because I was thinking, I'm in the middle of editing it, and I was thinking, could I just put that edit up and actually play that piece? Because that whole thing about white is so interesting.
Yeah.
Let's plan on doing that like next week or something, because it really is interesting.
I can easily. It's very interesting, and
yes,
thinking that even though it's sort of a little bit of a webinar for Inner Circle for next year, there's a lot of really good information in it. It's really
there is.
Good.
It's true.
So we'll put it into the club, and now everyone can watch it.
Yes. Good. Okay. So perfect. So those were a couple of really good questions. Thank you, Angela, and thank you, Ingrid. So
yes.
So do we have, what do we have next, Miss Megan?
Oh, wait a second. Wait, no.
Let me stop sharing.
I want to say, I'm raising my hand. Maria, I don't know how to spell her. Can anybody, so Maria, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. She donated $50.
Oh, thank you. Awesome.
Oh my gosh,
thank you, Maria.
Oh, that's fantastic, Maria. Oh, wow.
Isn't that
That's
amazing?
awesome.
That's amazing.
Yes, you guys are doing so awesome. Thank you again.
I love it.
All those
I
who've
love
donated
it.
so
Thank
far.
you, Maria. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. So
Yeah.
that's incredible. Yay! Excellent, you guys. Oh
Okay,
my gosh,
awesome.
I look
Sorry,
at that.
I
I look
didn't-
at those pictures of Florida, and I have to say, yes, I'm a bit of a weather freak. But really watching those pictures of Ian, it's a little like watching a train wreck happen. It's horrific. I cannot believe what we can film now that we never really kind of saw before.
Everybody,
Oh,
And well, everybody, I mean, think about it. Back in the day, back when we were younger, nobody had cameras or video film. We had cameras, but we didn't have video. Everybody has like an amazing video on their phone.
On their phones, I know,
And then
I
you
know.
send it. So
Yes.
everybody has this ability to take a video and send it to someplace and post it for everyone to see. So you get all of these views and points of
Yes,
view of
yes. No, it's very true. It's very
Amazing.
true. So,
Yeah. I saw an
Alrighty.
amazing video the other day that someone had captured, and it was a shark in the floodwaters, like
Oh
in this
my
like flooded out
gosh.
road. There was actually sharks swimming around, and I went, of all the things that you have to also now worry about, like floodwaters, the wind, now sharks and alligators and
Well, of
snakes and all of that. It's like,
course,
wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
right?
that's just what a nightmare.
oh yeah,
Honestly.
no. I've had a business that flooded and on a river, and the floodwater is nasty stuff, guys. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter if it's coming from the ocean or anywhere else. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. It's not good. You do
Yeah.
not want to be spending any time in it. So,
Oh my gosh, no.
so thank
I'm
you,
sorry, I
Maria.
interrupted.
Oh, and someone else, Anonymous, just donated another 20.
Oh, thank you,
Yay! Oh
Anonymous.
my gosh. Thanks, Anon Squall. You're so
Who
on
are
it. I
all
love
these
it.
anonymous people is
I
what I want to
know.
know.
They are rocking it.
Guys,
Yes.
so let me show you something. So here is, I'm just going to share this with you. So this is what we're donating to. I mean, this is really just a screenshot of their the Red Cross's website, but I just love what they said here. Thursday night, at least 10,000 people sought refuge in as many as 100 Red Cross and partner shelters across Florida, South Carolina, and Georgia. Some 1,000 trained Red Cross disaster workers are supporting relief efforts in Florida, and hundreds more are helping in other states in the path of Ian. So I thought that was amazing, and I just wanted to share that with you
Look
guys
at
a
those
little bit.
numbers. Think about
Mhm.
those numbers. They're huge. They're just
Yeah,
huge.
and
Oh my gosh.
here's a new share, and this is basically what we signed up for. So this is basically what, not basically, this is what we are giving to you guys. And so everybody knows the Red Cross. It can't be more substantial than that. And I had a choice of a number of people that were helping, but I know Red Cross is going to go to the right place. So that's why we chose that.
Yes.
Oh, we're at 1.5. We've got 1,500. So we got a
Yay! Fantastic. Oh my gosh, guys.
thank you guys.
Oh,
Anyway, so I'll take that down. I just wanted to share that with you guys.
that's
Awesome.
amazing.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Really is. Are you
So
guys
Megan, do
ready?
we have other news
We
today?
do. We have some design news today that I would like to share with you guys. I love that you guys give me the theme song, but every time I put this up, I regret not having music with it. But but
I
today,
love it.
can you guys see that?
Trend,
2023
2022 to
trend.
2023. Yeah.
Look
Yes.
at that. That's
You-
fun.
Yeah, guys, it's hard to believe, but 2022 is almost over, and we are already thinking about 2023 interior design trends. And while I don't have a crystal ball to tell you exactly what the future holds, I do have a pretty good idea of what trends will still be going strong into 2023. And so I want to share with you a few of my predictions. And first up is surrealism. Guys, don't be afraid to go with the unexpected. Think out of the box shapes, abstract patterns, and kaleidoscope prints. They're still going to be a major thing going into 2023. I mean, would you look at that wallpaper?
Yeah,
So it's
that's
pat-
absolutely stunning.
Isn't it? I
Yes.
love it. It's patterned to resemble like the mineral grain of onyx. And if you think about it, I mean, it's called a feature wall for a reason. And with something like that, it's for sure going to get noticed.
Yes.
Next
Yes.
up-
Yay, Megan, that was great.
Oh, you like that? Oh, I've got more. This is one of my favorite ones, actually. So iridescence.
Iridescence.
I mean, why stick to just one hue when you can have the whole rainbow? This trend is all about lustrous and pearlized pieces that are made up of shades that shift as you view them. Like that vase, for example, guys, the pics do not do it justice. I mean, just add some flowers and it will definitely be the highlight of your entryway table or dining room buffet. It's one of my favorite pieces, actually.
So
That's a
Megan,
gorgeous piece. Do we have it in the store?
Yeah,
Not
that's
yet.
what I was going to ask.
We're about to. Yeah.
We're about to.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys have to understand that the Design Club store, which anybody can access, whether you're a member or not, just go to Design Club store, DEZIGN Club store on Google, and you can shop in the Design Club store. But what's great about it is that Megan and the team, and mainly Lisa, have curated this entire retail store, but specifically for design and tailored to design styles. So you can go, and if you know your style is, you can go and you can shop with your style in mind and know that what you're picking out is going to be exactly right for you. And that's going to be really important in Christmas or for whatever you're doing. So anyway.
Yes,
or as a good gift option, because if you know somebody is working on a space or something like that, and they're looking for something that's very, boho chic or French country or whatever, it's all in the store, which makes your life a lot easier. That was the whole point of the store, was to just kind of like make it easy for you guys to find what it is you want.
Yep, exactly.
Yes.
Okay, well,
Bobby K says, I use abalone shells as key change for inexpensive iridescence. Yes. No, abalone shells are fantastic.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. So, yes, that's right. So,
all right. Next up, we have fluted accents, and whether on like accent pieces or furnishings themselves, fluted details add a fun extra dimension to your decor. And here's another great vase. I mean, it's subtle, but it's still a statement-making piece that can be dressed up with greenery or even just left empty for a more minimalist vibe. So I really like that one too.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, no, that's great.
Good. Next up, yes to curves. Rounded silhouettes will still be very much a part of the conversation going into 2023. And guys, like a standard sofa is perfectly fine. But if you're looking to make more of a statement, you want to opt for something kind of like this modern little velvet beauty that actually combines two trends of the rounded lines and really luxe, yummy fabrics. And finally, deep green. Greens in general have dominated the color trends in 2022, but deeper greens in particular are now the center of our attention going into 2023. Like I love the deep green velvet on this upholstered bed. And it could really add great contrast to like an otherwise neutral environment. But yeah, so there you have it, guys. So I'm curious.
I have a comment about the whole green thing. I did not like the greens from last year at all, personally. I have a better experience of deeper greens, like, greens going towards black almost.
Yes.
For me, I like that, but I can't handle the greens. I think they belong on plants and outdoors.
Sure. Well, there's still very much a thing, but what's lucky for you, we are going towards more of like the darker green. And I really like that. But guys, have any of you out there already tried any of these trends in your home? If so, let us know which ones in the chat. And if not, Lisa, which ones would you like to try?
Yeah, Lisa, what do you think? You haven't
I'm not a fan of green architecturally, but I am happy. I love to see like a beautiful deep green bedroom and things like that. And I've also seen some beautiful kind of sagey green kitchens that I like. But it isn't usually my first go-to. But it is a very good, it definitely represents, kind of I like to introduce green in terms of planting and things like that. So that's more my preference. I like it in decor.
I have a theory about this. I think it has a little bit to do with those of us who grew up in the 70s. I think the avocado greens and all that shag carpeting and everything that we dealt with, it was so ugly. And that's just my opinion, but it was so ugly that I just think that I have this like knee-jerk reaction. It's almost like your childhood. That's what my house looked like. That it was green.
Well, the green that was big in the 70s.
Wallpaper. The wallpaper was a grass wallpaper, and it was green grass wallpaper.
Yeah, but that was a 70s green, which was more of a celery note. Yeah. It was paler and had a little bit of a yellow to it. So now you have definitely dated yourself. But what I was going to say is that I thought that those trends felt like a 70s reprise to me. It's very interesting. The fluting, the iridescence, the pattern on pattern of the done in a more sophisticated way, but it definitely felt, like, 70s reprise. So, which has been going on. I mean, oh my gosh, I was in a store last week or something, and I could not believe the fashion. It was so, bell bottoms and orange and stuff. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Yep. So yes, there were some things that shouldn't come back.
I was at Nordstrom's and everything in there was ugly, in my opinion. It's like, what happened to fashion? And I mean, I hope interiors doesn't go that same way, but everything, big cloddy shoes and the color, and just not my thing. So
yes. So no, that's very true. Oh gosh. All right. So I think
can I try my hand at stumping you again, Lisa?
Sure. Oh, I love them.
My confidence is completely rattled, but all right, let's see. Let's see what you think of this space. Tell me what the design style is.
Design style. Okay. Oh,
I know what this is.
This is very specific. Oh, this is very interesting. Where are you finding these? Megan, it's like you're on a roll of a theme here, girl.
It's one of my favorite things to do in the whole world. So that's why.
Okay, are we ready? All right.
Yeah.
So it's another coastal, but it's very specific coastal again. So likely to be, I would say, North Carolina, South Carolina, down through Georgia, maybe some of the isles out in that area. I'm not quite sure. And I'll tell you why. Because this is a very specific detail. All right. This right here.
The window.
Oh, am I drawing? Am I not sharing screen?
I can see it. It's to the right, Dana.
Oh, sorry.
Can you? I can see it.
Oh, there it is.
The blue line. Yeah.
Oh, continue. Yes. Oh, sorry. I don't know what just happened.
Oh, you're okay.
Am I? Oh, okay. Oh, no.
Yeah, you can continue annotating. Yeah.
Am I? Okay, so you guys can't see this. Wait. Shoot. What's happening? Oh my gosh.
All
right,
we're good. We can see it.
So I know, but just shut up and not said anything.
Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. What happened? Wait, view options, stop annotating. Okay, and let me see if I can get rid of that. Oh, so what happened was another screen loaded up on my thing. This is why by the end of the day, I am so confused. I don't know what end is up. Okay, so what is this? This is a very specific type of coastal interpretation, transitional, but heavily on the continuum of transitional super category. This is firmly almost sitting right next to traditional. Why? Because we see, the gorgeous coffered ceilings, about the only ceiling I love that's actually gloss. I love that, is amazing. The color palette is what brings it into transitional. They've done some more modern things like the little plaid on this chair. That's a little bit refreshed, but you definitely have some traditional, strongly traditional details. The lantern lights, which you actually had in the other space as well. The sofa with the knob nail heads on there. All the upholstered pieces feel classically traditional in terms of their lines, but they've been done in this glorious sort of a soft blue. So this is higher than Florida. Okay. But here's what we're really talking about is this is likely a turn of the 19th century structure if this is original. And the reason I say that is because you have this fretwork on a curve, this curved front entry door going out to a big old patio, which always says the South to me. But then you have this kind of this fretwork with a specialty glass in it that is very, very coastal arts and crafts or craftsman style. Okay. Now, clearly they've updated the structure, as is the ceiling. Now, clearly they've updated the structure. Since then, we have a classic wood box in here with chevron fire brick in a lovely beige. That is absolutely beautiful. And then all of this gorgeous millwork that screams the same period. Okay. Although this is a little bit more updated. So this is definitely a coastal, and I would hazard a guess, could be something off of Jekyll Island, or one of the stuff, something out of what's that great town in South Carolina that has all of the beautiful older homes in it. Gosh, I can't remember the name of it now. Beautiful kind of a deep ostrich egg selection for the wall colors, nice French traditional drapery. This is an absolutely lovely room if you like this style. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes,
you are. Of course you are. Yes, we are Eastern Coastal again. The location, though, is actually North Carolina.
North Carolina.
For
Okay.
this one, thought I'd stump you a little bit there, but I didn't.
I could see that. I can
yeah.
see that completely. What's that name? Anybody? Not Charleston,
Interesting.
not Beaufort, Sea Island. No, it's starts with an H. Now it has a bunch of golf courses and everything there, but I've forgotten the name of it. But yeah, I could see that could be that. It feels Charleston's actually older. But it feels very Sea Island, what's the one off of? I used to have a place in Jekyll Island, which is off of Georgia.
Hilton
oh my God.
Head?
So many years ago, I was a child. What?
Oh, Hilton Head?
Hilton Head. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, nice.
Yes,
Lenora
yes.
in chat
Hilton Head's
out there.
really kind of like overbuilt now, or not overbuilt, but it's much more modern now. It doesn't really have kind of as much of a lovely sort of downtown center. Maybe it does. I don't know. I haven't been there in an age.
Oh, Gus.
An age, as they would say. So anyway, that was fun. You don't see those rooms that often.
Not at all.
It's funny because they're shown as kind of specialty spaces. And so, bigger publications and things like that, I don't know where that was from, don't necessarily feature those. Coastal is a lesser featured style statement, which is wrong. I love it. So
yeah. All right. Well, Dana, I think we are ready for our special guest. We've got our inner circle member, Annette. If she is ready, just gonna cue you up, Annette. Get ready. We're about to promote you here. But yeah, we're excited. I'm excited for this question.
Annette,
I got a little preview of it.
Annette, put in chat if you're ready for us to bring you on live here. I don't want to surprise you and all of a sudden that happened to Megan.
She's ready. That did happen.
What happened?
Oh my gosh, so funny, you guys. I was visiting my mom in Colorado, and I just wanted to pop in and on chat and say hi and log in like you guys do on Zoom.
Anonymously,
or just under my name, whatever, but not. So all of a sudden I look up and I see that not only am I in video, I just crashed the show and just show up. Oh my gosh, that was really scary for me.
That was very funny. I remember that. I loved that.
Yeah.
So,
good,
good, Annette. If you're ready, I am ready to kind of talk you through your stone. Yay!
She's coming
right.
There she is.
Yay!
Hey,
Annette.
Trying to fix all this to make.
We miss you.
I know.
Right?
Decision from every week for so long, and then all alone with these decisions.
I know, it's crazy. One woman said, who was it, Dana? Someone said, the thought of making the rest of my decisions terrifies me.
Absolutely.
Without being in the inner circle. I'm like, yes, I understand that. So, well, there is next step. So,
I've already
you're already in
that.
there. Yeah.
I'm ready to do that. This is such a it's a big and small piece, if you will.
It's a huge piece. No, it's not a small piece. So what I did was I grabbed, because what you did was such a perfect process to make the choice that excuse me, that I wanted to show it. If that's cool with you, because yes.
But I do
So,
have a giant
Annette,
monkey wrench to throw at you.
you what?
I have a giant monkey wrench I'm throwing your way.
Oh my gosh. Oh, don't tell me it's not available.
No, it's not that.
Well, just
Okay. All right.
Do we do it after? Do I throw the monkey wrench after the whole
Yes.
thing?
Yes.
I have a lot still to learn about this. I just would love to hear what you have to say about
Yes, absolutely. All right. So then,
and Lisa, you might want to give people when we're working through Annette's project a little bit of a background on like what they're seeing, so they have some perspective.
Oh, I'm planning on it. I'm absolutely planning on it. Okay, so here's the deal: is that Annette is redoing a number of things in her absolutely lovely home. And she's already done some things by working through the club a little bit, but they started to tackle the kitchen and they realized they needed a little bit more help. So Inner Circle is a perfect solution. Kitchens are so unbelievably complicated, and yours is not easy. It's not like a straight line from here to solve. So one of the things that she's done is part of the Inner Circle process is, we identify style statement and how they're going to integrate into the existing architecture, etc. A couple of things that they had done is, let me show you guys this picture, and I will share. Let me see if I can get this so I can actually see, and you guys can too. I don't know why this just keeps doing that. Oh, I do know why this keeps doing that. Okay, got it. Okay, so they'd already installed these lovely acacia hardwood floors. Now, if anybody like Renee is on Inner Circle and your eyes are rolling back in your head about your light box, here's the deal: is that the reason you develop a light box is because you don't have this situation where you have an installed floor and you already have a pre-painted wall and you already have lights that are giving you the right Kelvin level for what you're going to be working with. Okay, so they already had this situation. So the reason we build light boxes is to replicate a condition just like this. So which was great, so they had already picked out, Annette had already picked out a cabinet front for their kitchen. Their kitchen's a little complicated in that they were going to do some pre-finished cabinets and they were going to do some custom millwork like the wrap on the hood. And she'd already painted the walls out in this gorgeous kind of West Highland white wall color, which looks beautiful with the acacia. Okay. And I was really very worried because I felt that the white that she had picked for her door was too bright a white. And let me see, Annette, tell me if this picture is the original one.
No.
Okay, so everything you sent me was this. Okay, these two. Okay, good.
Wow. So that baseboard, though, because I hadn't watched your video on painting when I did this, and I'm old school from the East Coast. I grew up in Maine. Every baseboard is white. So you just baseboard trim, all the white. So that is actually a good representation of that, where your cursor is.
Yes.
The white the cabinets were going to be, which was, it's blaring white. You don't realize until.
Yes. Yeah. You don't realize until you work through the process that you're showing here, right? Which is great. So this elegant white shaker is a newer, warmer white than what she had picked, okay, as is this Cab 1 Springfield, okay? So these were two better options already for this, but here was the real tricky thing, is that she was really trying to pull a stone. And so what you're going to see here is some absolutely delicious stone options. Oh, I don't know why that doesn't show the cabinet. Hang on. Let me see if that's it. Cabinet 1 with Mont Blanc. Okay.
My lovely assistant, my Vanna White.
I love Vanna. That's right. We love Marcus. This is great. So, but what this shows, guys, for everybody who hasn't built a light box before, one of the most important things that you need to use, it's a tool that you'll use for literally the rest of your project and on to other things, is these light pads, because these light pads can control your light quality. And so here Marcus is so he's so like detailed. I love it. So this is cabinet 1, okay, with the stone combination Mont Blanc at 4,000 Kelvin. Okay, now this is too cool. All right, I'm not.
Okay,
You're
so
not gonna.
that was one question. He said, could we do, because he thought that whitened and brightened the stone. He said, could you do the under cabinet lighting, the task lighting in a Kelvin that's coolers to bring that light up?
Yes, you could. I wouldn't probably take it as cool as 4,000.
Okay.
But you might go to like 37, something like that. So,
Okay.
in other words, you don't want a glaring division between the light that hits your countertop underneath your cabinet and the light that is hitting the countertop on the island.
True.
Right?
Right.
So that's why I wanted to stay kind of in that anywhere from 3,000 to 3,700. The 3,700 will make it feel cooler, okay? But 3,000 is probably where you want to live kitchen-wise,
Okay.
for things. So that would make the most sense. So this was one option. But what is so important about how they're doing this, guys, is they actually took the time, they went and looked at the stones, they brought their samples with them. They even brought their wood floor, which is super essential, because if you're going to have something that is installed on a floor, you have got to get a sample in your hand. It is not okay to pick any material ever. I hope everybody is listening on YouTube too. If ever pick a sample online, nix, forget it. You cannot do that. That is not good. Okay, so this was the Mont Blanc and 4,000. This is the Mont Blanc at 3,200. See, so it still feels lovely and beautiful, but it's a little, just a hair warmer. And so it still feels fresh and inviting. This is a beautiful stone, by the way.
Lisa,
Can
I jump in here really quick for a second?
Yes.
I wanted to mention to everybody that they're also using the light pad that we suggest everybody pick up. It's really for photography, but we use it for design, where you can dial in the different light levels. And I'm not sure if everyone in like YouTube, for example, understands that.
Oh, yes. Okay. So this is a photography YouTube for everybody in YouTube. This is a photography piece of equipment that I am staring at 3 of them right now that are lighting my face, right? So it's a photography thing like a light ring, but it's a flat pad, and the ability to give you different kelvins is what is the crucial element of it. And it's portable, because where are they doing this? They're doing this in the slab yard, right? Because you've got to go see, you're not going to get a slab home and go, oh no, can you take that back? It doesn't work for me. That's not going to happen. You're going to put down money, right, Annette?
That'd be great.
Yeah, sometimes you can't even get them to move them for you, right? You have to just sort of like call in advance, beg them. Annette has been down there so many times.
We walk in, they just ignore us now. They're like, we walk in with all our stuff. I've been in like 4 times, and they're just like, "That's you. It's fine."
That's you. That's exactly right. And you know what? That's absolutely 100% okay, because they know you know the deal. And so you've brought your professional tools with you to go do what you need to do. And so they're used to this. This is what people in showrooms do, is they help people understand whether or not the material that they're going to be using is going to work for them. Okay, so this is a beautiful story, but this is all just one stone, guys. There's also another stone. That's another option. Now, this is cabinet number 2 with Bianco Superiore at 4,000. Again, it's a little cool, I think. 3,200, absolutely gorgeous. So it's a tough call, I have to say, on both of these, but I think I told you that I felt like this door with and then this is a picture of standing back. This is also a very important thing to do, guys, because what you're looking for when you see a full slab and you're going to buy several of them is there patterning that will work for your space? Like this has this gorgeous veining. that's happening along here. And you know, guys, this is for real stone, okay? But quartz does the same thing. And so the same process, if you're picking a quartz countertop, the exact same process needs to be done, because those quartz countertops have patterning. They're there to replicate stone. So you want to kind of like look at a big piece of the quartz and go, do I like this? Is this something, a direction I can use? If you're taking it perhaps up your backsplash, very important to make sure, number one, you have enough slabs. Two, they are what, Annette? Consecutive.
What's that?
Oh, I said consecutive, right?
They have to book. What did you say? Bookmark, bookend.
You have to book match them.
Book
Yes,
match.
that's correct. That's exactly right. And that is typically done by cutting a stone down, and then this side is one and this side is the other. And that would be, if you opened a book like this, right? That would be how you'd see the stone. Mm-hmm. So that's what you want to be thinking about. In this particular case, because we're doing countertops, the cut for the book runs lengthwise, right?
So did you feel like the field color of this stone is cooler gray than the other one? I was reading it that way.
The superiore. Okay,
Yeah.
well, one thing I was going to tell you about that is that this is clearly facing an enormous loading dock door that is open.
Yes.
Yes. So that's what's making it look a little cooler.
Okay.
Because daylight is very cold, right? Daylight is like 5,000 to any, depending on where you are in the world, it can be 5 to 10,000. You're up a little higher. So yours is probably around 5 to 6,000, right? So you've got a lot of that daylight hitting a big piece of slab like this. And you know, I don't see Marcus holding the light anywhere here.
No, those photos are in there, but yeah, this was
no, and I know you did. So let me kind of go but I remember thinking about that. I remember thinking, oh, they didn't move this slab for you, did they?
No.
They didn't take it away. Sometimes you can get them to do that. Sometimes they're just grumpy and they don't want to do it. It really just sort of depends. I always go in and say, listen, I'm going to buy a lot of stone from you. So just
you're
please
getting my money. Yes, exactly.
or tell me what day I can come back and you will do as I ask, because I have to see it all. It's not a question. So you have every right to do that, guys. You're laying down a lot of money for this material. So you have every right to say, can I see this one more time? So what was the monkey wrench, darling?
Okay, so the monkey wrench is, I do appreciate this color more in this cabinet style, but the when we started looking at the way that these are constructed, it's very shaker, which it feels like I wanted a little bit of detailing.
Yes,
Have any of that, and
this gives you a little bit more of that. Yes,
more of that. But I like the color. I get what you're saying about the color on the shaker working really well. But then the other issue with the shaker, even if I made friends with the simplicity of it, that's fine. We started looking at the bank of drawers. The styles are so wide that you end up with this like little weird, I think it's odd, this slit of panel. Yes. And same with the upper, we wanted to do those upper little 12-inch boxes with glass at the above, like a top layer of cabinetry.
Yes.
So those are like these little portholes of glass.
I do know what you're saying. Which is that you've got this very wide, it's wider than a typical shaker. This distance in the style and the rail, right, is bigger. A lot of shakers will be more slender, maybe even half that, right?
Marcus,
so what's happening for you is that it's narrowing it down. How about this one? Did you look at this one in the smaller drawers and stuff?
Oh yeah, that one shows up really well. It has a nice, it does it better, like all the features.
So then we go back to, all right, which one looked Springfield recessed? Oops, let me stop this for a second. Bianco Superiore. How did that look? Did we do that with the better one? Mont Blanc.
That's the Mont Blanc. Oh, that's at
Okay.
Sheldon, though. That's
Did we show the,
yeah, we have both. I drove Marcus crazy that day.
it's okay. It's the process. I
He-
know, bless
he's
his
so
heart. He
patient.
just hung in there.
He's a patient man.
He's a patient man, thank goodness. Well, it's a big decision, right?
Yeah.
It's a big decision, lots of money involved. So it's good to kind of
Yeah.
like study it. And it's also sometimes good to sleep on it. Sometimes you go home, you take a look at those pictures and you go, what was my gut? Okay. So
Now,
here's where we're really living. This Bianco Superiore at 3,200.
Okay. Yep.
That's lovely.
Do you
What
want
did
to?
you,
Did
I'm
you
sorry?
compare it to the? Did you look at the Mont Blanc the same way? I'm curious about those two.
let's see, Mont Blanc. I'm looking at the Mont Blanc.
That's the wrong one. Yeah.
Mont
You
Blanc,
could put them in
4,000,
order. There we go.
3,200. Okay, so I love this too. However, what happens is that because the body of this product is the body area, right, over in down in here, not the veining, is a little bit more overall gray.
Yeah.
It
'Cause now they-
offsets this just a little bit. It's not bad, okay? It's not a bad thing, but it offsets it a little bit,
Yes. Okay.
which is fine. It's fine, but I know you had originally said you kind of wanted an all-white kitchen,
And you could
and
go
I
both.
sort of went, well, an all-white kitchen would speak more to maybe the other choice. But I will say this, I like the veining of the Mont Blanc better. So if
I
you
know,
could
that's what I keep
reconcile,
coming back to.
what was that?
I keep coming back to that veining. It's just so gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. It is gorgeous.
Isn't it?
And I'll
Okay.
tell you something else. This one, this tells me a lot. This picture tells me a lot, which is the Bianco Superiore. The white, see this line?
That's my mistake. That line.
That is your mistake. Okay, I wasn't sure because I went, that looks really not
That looks
natural.
strange.
But
yeah, markup
the
is-
white flecking in here
Yeah.
is good, but I think the Mont Blanc is not 4,000. Sorry, let me go back. Nope, sorry. Oh, you know what? These things are so small that Mont Blanc 3,200. There we go. I think that the evenness of this veining is more, it's more elegant. The white spots in the other one could almost, for some people, could be construed as flaws. So
Yeah.
I think that, and people would consider cutting around them. So to me, the stone that wins is the Mont Blanc. So
Okay.
now the question is, are you okay with the Mont Blanc with this cabinet front in like the 3,200?
I think so. Should I not?
Yeah, I mean, I think so too. I think,
Okay. I really just need your blessing because I'm so overwhelmed and I have
I
decisions to
know.
make,
Oh my
and we're
gosh.
still renovating upstairs at the same time. It's insane.
So the pattern on this one is good for the upper cabs and the drawers, right?
yeah, it looks really nice.
It looks really nice. Okay,
Looks
so
clean
then
still. Yeah.
I'd go with this. In other words, I don't want you to get, actually, what would be interesting to do is shoot this at 3,000 and see what happens.
Did you know that light
Actually,
pad
it doesn't go-
doesn't
It
go
doesn't go to 3,000.
yeah, 32.
Oh, the light doesn't go to 3,000.
Yeah,
Oh,
32
they've
is the lowest.
changed them. That's right. Okay.
No, they've always gone 32 to 52 is what they
Oh,
go.
is it? Is that it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I think the deal is that you're
It's
going to
not
want
going to be that big of a difference.
things in the 3,000 to 3,200 range. I wouldn't go warmer because then I think what'll happen is that this will look much too gray for
Right.
you. So you're going to live in the 32 for your kitchen. Okay. You're going to live in the 32 to 3,500.
Okay. And that's under cabinet, pendant,
Same.
everything. Yeah.
The same. Yes. Let's keep it the same. As long as you're okay with it, it's not going to be a white stone countertop. I think this will be gorgeous.
Yeah. You see what I have now. So I think
Yeah.
everything's going to be amazing after that's gone.
No, you know what? It's actually true. It makes you so grateful. I think this will be a stunning stone that you'll be very happy with. I really do. And I think this is a nice, beautiful color for this. Now, what we may need to do is update your
walls?
trim white. Yes, not
I even
not
thought
the walls, because the walls, I'm okay with this distance to this distance. This is where it starts to go off the rail for me,
Okay.
which is because this is super white.
It is.
The wall isn't. This is a nice combo, but it's the trim. So just the
So-
trim. We'll
So
keep the walls.
and that was brought up in your painting video, which is amazing. By the way, I finally got through parts 1, 2, and I think yeah. Why didn't I start? I painted this whole house myself. Why didn't I watch all those first?
I
now
know.
we start over. Now we start over. It's fine. I'm only getting carpal tunnel also.
From all the painting. I know. Oh my gosh.
My dad
And
just let
she's
me use
installed
the sprayer.
floors, guys. She's a DIY gal from the beginning.
Wow.
Budget
Nice.
savvy. That's what I call it.
She's done a lot of this herself.
But
Right.
so that's the question. What point is your baseboard a feature and you want that offset color a little bit, or are you trying to just
Not in your
never
main
do that?
room.
Never
Not
do
in your
that?
main room, because you also have those other beautiful elements like the silk drapery that you're going to do, and all of this work that's going to happen in the kitchen.
And
So-
applied molding to come.
Yes. So it does not have to be a separate color to be a feature. It can be a texture story. In fact, I showed a couple of weeks ago a lovely room that was a before and after. I want to say it was maybe Denmark. It was from one of our international YouTube members, and she had sent me this before back in January, and she finally got all the molding up, and she did it all this sort of like delicious egg white
Perfect.
white, and it was gorgeous. It was absolutely gorgeous.
All velvety and
Yes, exactly. So your trim can still be a
Gorgeous.
feature even though it's not a changed color.
true. Okay.
Yeah. So
But you don't think I should reconsider the wall color? You think the West Highland white?
no, I actually think the West Highland and this are fine together.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I do. I think your hardware will be important, and we'll have to find something lovely for that, but we can hit that in next step.
Next step.
Yay!
This is a huge step toward next step.
I know. I'm
Yes.
excited for you. I'm excited for you. I'm
Oh, that
excited.
helps a
I
lot.
can't believe this stone isn't gone. I mean, I don't want to
Hey,
put a curse on it.
I know. Well, they had like 10 slabs, and they.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you put
Well,
anything on hold?
Thank you guys.
you're so welcome, honey. I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. And I would move quickly on this stone, darling. I
Yeah. All right.
love it,
Done.
Annette. It's so good to see you here. We miss you.
Oh, it's so much fun to be here. I love this. This is fun.
I love it. That's great. That's so great. So I hope this helped for everybody to go through this whole process. Tell us in the chat if this was informational
Or helpful? I mean, because
or
Yeah.
helpful. Right.
basically we just had a little mini inner circle connection
Yep.
with the net. That's the kind of stuff we work through, everything from that to plans,
Yeah.
everything. So
And we've actually had a few questions in chat on YouTube and in the Design Club about that light pad. And I want to show you guys where you can get that.
Yes,
You can
that'd be
get it
great.
in the Design Club store.
Yeah,
and,
because if you
and
get a
that's
little-
open to anyone.
Yes. So you guys on YouTube can go into the store. That's fine. Okay.
and if you buy it through our store, we make like what 4 cents or something.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say,
so
well, it
yeah,
does
so
help the
we get a
channel
roll
out.
in it. Yes, yeah. So-
Yeah, it helps. Yeah, you're right. We make like 4 cents, but it
Yeah.
helps the channel out every time. So
But this is it, guys. And so this will help. And I'm going to put a link to this specific light pad in both chats, so you'll have it. But again, it shows you the different Kelvin and temperature adjustments there. So
oh, that's very cool. I never
Yeah,
saw
it's
that.
It's
Yeah.
made for photography. It's a photographer's
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, yeah. No, well, I didn't know they showed that. You know, it's pretty bare bones, those light pad ads. You know, or
that's
things,
true.
You know, so yes.
but we have in our we have an ebook in our library that's called a DIY light box. I'll show you actually, because we have a really good picture of the light pad
You know-
being used, so you get it in context of what it can do.
And I just want to say one thing really quickly is Cynthia Christie is saying that she tried to buy the light pad, but it's not available. So if you can also guys go onto Amazon and look for portable light pads, and I think you can
Yes.
find it pretty easily.
Yes.
I think it is
And we should-
available. I
Is
just
it?
checked today.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought so. I checked today, but
It goes in and out, Cynthia.
yeah.
If something says it's not available ever again on Amazon, then check tomorrow. I mean, because that's an auto responder kind of thing that goes out when something is out of stock for, a week or so, but then you can get it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Annette says the light pad helps so much. Yes, it's true.
I mean, look what it can do.
Um,
Look at the difference
yes.
in how these finishes look together. So it's really useful.
Yeah. Oh no, it's super useful. Yes.
You know how we came up with the light pad idea was because we started shooting YouTube videos like 2-3 years ago, and we needed to buy these light pads to help light Lisa and make it so that she could do the YouTube videos. And then we started taking them off and started using them for our clients, and then all of a sudden it became a thing.
Well, it did. No, because in design offices like mine, I have built-in light boxes, right? They're already structures.
But not for home use in COVID and all that kind of stuff.
Right, that's correct. But we had COVID and I didn't have access to my light boxes anymore. So we had to improvise. And so now it's become a thing that's super easy to make up. So yeah. So Dana, tell them how, if they want to join the club, they can. Because I see some questions in the in the YouTube.
Yeah, guys. I've been answering a couple of them, but if you go to www.thedezignclub.com, which is the way you would get into it anyway, if you scroll down and you've never been signed up, if you scroll down there, you'll see actually the prices for the club. And I think we have a Love Lisa coupon code right now. And so if you go through the checkout process, if you want to buy monthly, which is a month-to-month thing when you can cancel anytime, well, that's one thing. That's like if you do Love Lisa, it's $29. But the key is if you go to the yearly membership, it goes down to $11.95 a month if you buy a year. And that's a great deal. I mean, the lowest we've ever had it was for the founding beta testers, which was a year ago, and they are in at about $10, $9.95. So it's still a really, really good price for you guys. So do it.
Yes. And how do they go? How do they go to get? Where do they go to get that?
At www.thedezignclub.com.
Yay!
I can do a little
you
demo.
Have to spell it out.
Lisa.
So can somebody do it in the chat?
Why don't I do a little demo here, actually, just really quick, guys. So let me hit refresh and make sure that it does it right.
You got to go in incognito, I think, right?
Susie says proud beta here. I love it. Susie was a beta. Oh my gosh. Is a beta, excuse me.
Yes.
She's an OG now.
Okay, so
there's lovely Lisa.
Yeah.
And so there's a whole video.
Yes, and
So
we'll keep going. This kind of shows you a little glimpse of some of the things we have in the club. And yes, there is a lot. And
all of a sudden,
once we get to right about here, you're right. Yes, okay, it worked.
There it is.
There's a pop-up right
That's
here,
fun.
guys. And so what we're going to do is, hopefully it'll let me, because yes, guys, I am a member.
Well, no, put a different email. Put like meg@test.com or something.
Oh, really? Okay.
We want you to put your real email in so we can stay in touch with you guys,
yes.
But there's no spam.
But yeah, so then you'll hit submit. And OMG, there is your coupon code. Love Lisa. So what you'll do, guys, is you'll use that at checkout. And so down here, and there's two ways to join. Of course, you're welcome to join monthly, but yearly is a much better bet. You select that, you fill out your basic information, and then it will ask you for that coupon code later to get that deal. So yeah.
Yes.
So you do.
Perfect. Yay, I love it. I love it. Yeah. I mean, and it's funny. I see some people that are OGs in the club that are here. And Winter Rose says, I got the year membership and look forward to every weekend now. Yay, that's great. That's so great.
Awesome.
Oh, Squally wants me to change a few things. Okay, so we may.
I see it. I see the graphic. Squally, you're so right. That's true. Okay, we'll update that for sure.
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I will update that. But yeah, Lisa, do we have another question?
Oh, I have a lot
Yeah? Oh,
today.
good.
Yes.
Yay.
So let me jump on a couple here. Let's do this. And this came up. Okay. And let's see. I'm going to start with this, which is a lovely, lovely Southern home. If you guys are yearning for our tree donation thing, take a look at that tree. That is a masterpiece of nature. Oh my gosh. And she's in Galveston. I have in-laws. No, what do I have? I don't know. They're friends of my father. I have no idea. And they are in Galveston also. So hopefully you did okay and didn't have any problems with the storm. I didn't hear anything from Galveston though, because you guys were over on the other side of the bay. But you guys get hit plenty. Oh my gosh. All right. So here's what she's doing is she's redoing a primary bathroom, and she was asking about a series of finishes. And how much can I tell you that I love black planning tile done with black grout? I think it's great. And that would go very nicely in your beautiful home. I haven't got any other pictures for that, but here's your assignment, which is you need to read the stop paint, or you need to see the Stop Painting Now video. Oh, and Tamara, I'm not sure if you're a club member or if you're in YouTube, but you want to watch the Stop Painting Now video, because that describes the rule of 3 in detail, because the whites that you pick, oh my gosh, it seems to be a white theme this week.
We should do, Lisa? We should re-release the Stop Painting video now so that it gets.
I agree completely.
Because
I agree completely.
The information's just as good. It's actually the same.
It is. And what happens
change.
is it keeps things get buried as we issue more videos and things get buried down at the bottom of the page, and people forget that we have it. So yes, put that on your list.
People especially are new that have never ever joined.
Let's absolutely do that. Because here's the deal. You need that rule of 3 to dial in the perfect white. Because what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab the other tiles and all the white colors that you're studying, okay? Then you're going to want to look at them together. Now, you have the bathroom already, and you're going to be renovating it. So you could work with the existing light situation that you have, just like we saw with... did we see that yet? Maybe we didn't see that yet today. But you could work with your existing light, okay? But you've got to do the rule of 3. That's super important, because otherwise you're going to end up with whites, with off whites, maybe too blue, maybe too bright, maybe too yellow, maybe too pink. So make sure you do the rule of 3, okay? And make sure you send us the after pictures, all right? Because I don't know what this looks like, but I am very excited to see it when you're done, because it looks like you have an absolutely gorgeous home in Galveston. Okay, so, oh gosh, let me grab Lenora, because I believe Lenora is on today. Yeah. And
Lenora is on today, and
Ooh.
I'm just going to ask this question. Lenora, do you want to come on camera or not? If no, say no in chat. Yeah. Say yes. I won't do it unless you say yes.
Yeah.
So
I love the mood board, Lenora.
Good. Tamara, I'm sorry. Tamara is actually on YouTube, and she says, I don't know what happened to the pictures. I don't know either, sweetie. I only got 2 of them and then a bunch of question marks. So if you want to send a couple of others over to me, feel free. Give it a try. Greek Villa. I don't know what color that is, darling. I don't know who the vendor is. So yeah. So, and if you've used it elsewhere. Oh, okay. So Lenora. Okay.
Yeah, Lenora's going to stay in the shadows with us today, but
she is. Okay. All right. Great. So Lenora has been working, and Lenora, the reason I love, first of all, she's an OG. We love Lenora, but Lenora is working with. Lenora is working with some antiques that she's inherited, which I know so many of us have, right, guys? And so we've got these pieces or perhaps you've acquired them from, a resale store or something along those lines. Doesn't matter. But she's got these lovely kind of very sort of chinoiserie style pieces, and she's trying to kind of like integrate them into a little bit of a coastal theme, right? So here's what I'm going to tell you, Lenora, is of the two boards, and I'm going to, let me take off the annotation for just a second. Of the two boards, okay, I am really loving the collection. So this, guys, exists. This is the lovely color of her deep kind of sea ocean blue kitchen island. There's her countertop there. This is her kitchen island thing, the walnut, which actually pulls in this tone, which is interesting. What wins for me on this board is this coffee table. I didn't mean to exit. I mean to check it off. So I'm loving this coffee table. Okay, loving that. Liking this stool, this feels right, maybe tied in with that. Liking these two swivels, okay. Love this all day long on that one, okay. Now, let's go back to the other board for a second, but I want you to combine it with this sofa. I'm not sure I love the other sofa, and I do not like this this rattan, because this rattan actually starts to approach that kind of traditional wicker coastal vibe, and it's a little too off for what we're going for with you. And I definitely don't like this as well. And this is a little less dainty and not quite as elegant. So this is the winner, is the sofa, of course, this board, and then from the other board, this coffee table. And the thing. Now, here's what I'm going to suggest you do is we really have to work to integrate this yummy sort of rich, sort of brass and deeply glazed or deeply gloriously finished. I'm not sure what the wood is on these Chinese cabinets, but it's beautiful. And it's kind of this medium to dark colorway. And then of course your little Ming chairs are even darker. So what I want you to do is think about getting something that will be nice, strong accessories for this table, which perhaps you could get another Chinese box, right? That sits underneath this table that replicates or feels close to this detailing or this detailing. And what that'll do is that'll bring that storyline across. And then, if you don't find something there, maybe you do a pair of, what do I have over there? I have what's called an old rice bowl. Those look beautiful with the Ming chairs, or, something along those lines. So you're going to look for some decor that starts to reference these three elements just a little bit and integrate it delicately into the upholstered, the rest of the FF&E that's kind of like tied in and looking kind of clean and contemporary and very sort of coastal. But then you're bringing that story back just a little bit with it. So I hope that helps. Did I just see something that raised a hand? I'm confused.
Is there a raised hand? I don't see one.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I don't see one.
Eve,
Yeah.
I think. No, who raised their hands?
Oh, I have another question from someone that came in. So Lenore, I hope that helps. This one came in. And this is from, we love Amy. You guys have met Amy. Oh, that's not the right one. Okay. Let me stop.
I think Yvonne C actually raised her hand, and I'm not sure if she wants. Does she want to come on with us? Is that what that hand raise is all about? Tell me on. Does she? If she does, I can put her up, and you will be live with us.
I love it. It wasn't an accident. But Yvonne, if you meant to raise your hand, please let us know what it is
in the chat. And we'll wait. I'll wait to hear from you. I don't want to, you don't ever want to bring people on and all of a sudden they're like hairs are in curlers and just, it's kind of a disaster. Kids are
well,
running
that
around,
would
so-
not be fun. So that would not be fun for anybody. Well, I can go on to this Amy question if you guys would like. All right, so hang on one second.
Yeah, Squally, I know that Lenora sent a third picture in, but we can't get it up online for this program today. So we'll have to do it at another day. So.
All right. Okay, so this is I love because she's doing the house in stages. She's done some stuff already, and she boy, is that a classic NorCal structure, right, Dana? I mean, if that doesn't look Bay Area to you, what does, right? With the trees and the overhang and kind of the window detailing and everything. But yes, you're right. It's pea soup. That is not a green we love. Okay, so that is not an on-trend green, and it needs to update. And of course, she said the same thing. So she's going to paint the exterior. But she's really bothered by this weirdly red door that is an uncomfortable red, especially when you pair it with pea soup green. Okay, so all of that is kind of like not working for me. Now, darling, let's talk about the door itself, because you could be better served to produce another door for this thing. Don't know if you want to do that or not. If you just want to paint this one that actually has a weirdly colonial 4-panel detail to it, which I don't know why they put that on that house, but okay, it's there. So if you just want to paint it, that's fine. And I'm going to want you to take it out a black, because now not every black. I want you to try out Black Beauty, okay, which is one of my favorites. And I want you to look at it in relationship to the white that you want to take the house, because in this situation, you're going to want to take all the trim and everything out the same, because you have stucco, you have board and batten, you have flat board trim, and then you have this odd little inset of colonial, I don't know what, with the faux leaded window glass and the curved detailed top at the top. So if you wanted to change out this whole detail, high five for you on that one. I would go to probably like a glass front with a flat wood surround, and then these could be the same. You can opaque them. It's not a problem. But if you only want to paint everything out, let's just take all of this out to be black on the door, and I would flip to the other side on the inside and do the same thing, because certainly you can carry black looking at this tile down here on this, but you definitely want to make sure that your outside white is picked very carefully, Miss Amy, because you've got some strong sunlight, but I know you're NorCal, so you
Lisa,
probably have 5,000 for Kelvin on that one.
Lisa,
yes,
is this our Amy?
Yes, this is our Amy. Yes.
So Amy, I'm going to bring you on if you want to.
Is she on?
Yeah, she's here. I'm going to promote her. If she just don't turn on your camera if you don't want to be on. And we'll see if she's here. It just takes a few minutes. So I didn't realize this is Amy Rodriguez, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, our Monson, Black Beauty is Benjamin Moore. Sorry. Oh, thank you, Jonathan. He says Lily Tile is a showroom near me. They're not cheap. It's true. They're a little on the pricier side, as many encaustics can be. But they are great inspiration. And he says my tile videos have been really educational. So emergency bathroom remodel. Oh my gosh, I hope you didn't get caught in a storm and had to flood. So that's
anyway,
no
so
fun.
Amy is not going to join us. She's just going to join us by chat, so we can continue.
Okay, that's fine. No problem. So Amy, the one thing too is that we want to talk about this brick. I'd probably paint the brick as well, because the brick is just another texture story, but right now it's becoming a feature. And I want to say that somebody at some point tried to link the door to the brick and it failed. Either that or it oxidized and it just went too purpley. So here's the deal, is that the sides and the front, the garage door and all of that will go out that white. You do not need to, make all this trim happen in something weird, because it's got, there's some proportion issues with this outside structure, which is not unusual. A lot of these houses that were built, in the 70s and things have different and less symmetrical proportion things. And so painting it all white, like they did kind of this darker color, they sort of went, we're going to try and mitigate for that. Right. So they painted the stucco and they painted the board and batten. All right. But they did not paint the brick, which is kind of this odd thing. So you might want to kind of like consider painting the brick as well. So
Lisa, can I ask a question about this photo, for example?
Sure.
For me?
Sure.
I don't know, Amy, I don't know if you're planning on redoing your landscaping, but tortured tops
yes.
are bushes. I don't know if that's the best statement for this house. So
yeah.
Whenever a certain landscaper goes crazy, and that's what they do.
Mhm.
I know, right?
I don't particularly like that, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, that looks good in a beautiful, like a Japanese garden or something like that, where there's a tea house or something very kind of related to that. But that's a very, and it's very strong in California. You find it up and down the coast, is you find these little trees that have been tortured into balls. And we're not quite sure, because these are not, what's the term for it when you shape rubbery into?
Like topiary.
Yeah, they're not topiary, right?
Yeah.
He's calling them Dr. Seuss bushes.
Yeah, she's getting rid of the Dr. Seuss bushes. Yeah,
they may have started out as topiary, but they are no longer topiary because this bush is quite a number of years old.
Sculpture, yeah.
You can let this bush relax and grow in a little bit. It might be a fantastic shrub piece to just have kind of out in front. But yeah, just let it grow a little bit. Goodness gracious. And then you have a very fierce and extremely pink. You're going to have to take that into effect if you're going to keep this bougainvillea, which also tells me that this is south facing, because bougainvillea do not like Northern California unless you're in a microclimate. And I'm not quite sure where you are, but usually they don't grow that big in Northern Cal. So, So Amy, you're in touch with us frequently. So keep us posted on what that is, because I would love to do a source study with you if you want, with the exterior painting, because the rule of 3 applies, but it's a more complex, the steps are, there's more of them. Because you're dealing with exterior lighting conditions as opposed to a controlled environment in your own home. So if you want to have us ride along with you on that, we'd be happy to. That'd be fun.
So Yvonne C, let me know if you want to come on or not, whether you want me to promote you, because your hand's been raised for a while, and I don't know if there's something that you want to ask Lisa in person, and I'm happy to bring you on. Just let me know.
Yeah.
Today's been a whole day of like, do you want to come on? Do you not want to come on? Do you want to come on? Do you not want to come on?
Yeah, bunch of shy people today. So Lisa, I was wondering. Sorry. I was wondering something for you. So guys, I want to show Lisa.
Wait. Before you start that, Megan, Cindy needs to leave, and she did submit a question in Q&A, and I think that maybe we could easily ask that one. You want to read it?
Where is it?
Yeah, it's a quick one, Lisa. So Cindy asks, I believe things should look balanced and blend together, but I'm not fixated on everything being the same specific style. I sometimes mix things that your videos say don't mix, as long as they look good to me. Does this mean I'm eclectic in my style, or that I'm just mixing styles? What are the styles you're mixing, Cindy?
That's a better question answered if you were to give me photographs, because I could give you more information with the photographs, because right now we're talking in a little bit of an esoteric reference. And so if you want to send some pictures in to me, I would love to answer that, because eclectic is a little bit of a catch-all phrase. And if I have pictures, I can probably help break it down a little bit more easily for you. Because you can be eclectic, but you could also be global in your references, or you could be, there could be a number of style statements that actually are peeking through that you're not really seeing. And some of them mix well, very, very well together, and some of them don't. So, it kind of depends. Of course, at the end of the day, it's what everybody loves. So, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to stop in a couple minutes. I just realized what time it was.
Yep.
So Lisa, let's do the Megan thing. I interrupted Megan.
Great.
Okay, back to it, guys.
What would Lisa do? I don't know. Good
guys,
Lord.
real quick,
What would I do?
I'm going to show Lisa a picture of a space that is pretty right on. But Lisa's going to tell us how she would tweak it. So let's take a look.
Okay.
And I don't think we've ever done a powder room in What Would Lisa Do? So here we go.
Gosh.
So, yeah.
That is a really lovely space. Now, a very specific style statement, right? They've done, oh my gosh, that's really lovely. Beautiful wainscoting, lovely floor, lovely detailing. Here's what I would change. And it's a little thing, and maybe they couldn't do it because they couldn't figure out the way. But if a person is standing here, this is shot from a very low angle. So if a person is standing here, it's likely that their head is here. Okay. Because just looking at the distance from there to the top of this is probably 30 inches, something 29 to 31, something like that. So this mirror is a bit squatty, actually. I love the frame. The frame is absolutely gorgeous, but I would have either run it bigger. If it's a mirror you made, then I would have taken it up to the top of the window so that you have plenty of big mirror there. And then this glorious, beautiful light bar I would have put up here.
I don't know if I like the thickness of the matting of that mirror. I think that's a little heavy.
Well, that's why I said it might have been done themselves, because often frames like this are not for mirror, because they take up space that could be mirror for bathrooms and things like that. But the bigger the frame, of course, the more expensive it appears, and actually usually is. And so it's a statement of abundance, right? When you see the larger mirrors.
So Lisa, I have another question. It feels a little, you got a lot of 3 wood statements, and they're all different. The frame.
Yes. Yeah. But everything else is very quiet, right? This may be a continuation of a wood floor from the rest of the house, so I'm fine with that. This is clearly either a reproduction that's been refinished, and that's fine. But this is the same exact color as this, just slightly darker. Excuse me, it's the exact same hue. Let me speak correctly. It's the same hue as this, just slightly darker. So it works for me. They've also added the exact same hue in on the frames and the actual pictures of the owls. So this is a very, very well done room, I have to say. I love it. It's tasty.
I would have changed the floor.
Well, that may have been an option, and it may not have been an option.
No, but this is what Lisa would do. So this has no dollars associated with this.
Yeah. I would actually personally, what would I have done? Maybe change the floor as well, but I don't dislike it. That's the thing that kind of works for me, because there's really only 2 colors happening here that are the wood tone. So,
okay.
And then I've only got time for one more, Miss Maggie.
One more? Okay.
I have got to be.
But I do want to acknowledge Beth for donating $52. I think she's.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, thank you, Beth.
Beth,
where are we at now? We're at $1,620.
Oh my
Wow, that's
God.
amazing.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh,
Oh,
I love
Thank
that.
you,
I
Beth.
love that, Beth,
And
that
we're-
you also rounded us up because it was at this kind of odd, uneven numbers, like 1558 or something.
Oh,
So
really?
she did
Oh,
the,
right.
Oh, is
the
that
two
what she
extra
did?
I think so, to make it even. So thank you, Beth. It was bugging
Yay!
me.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Yeah, oh, that's
Bugging you.
fantastic.
yeah,
That
it
is
was.
fantastic. Oh,
It
I love
was.
that. I love
Okay.
that. So, all right,
Awesome.
well, great.
Okay, one more and then we're out
One
of here,
more?
guys.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
How about this one?
Oh,
This is a hard one, I think. I don't know. There's a couple things I see.
well, there's some real obvious problems. Okay, so
Wait. You have a problem with this room?
I have a big problem. I have a couple big problems with this room.
Well, tell us what would Lisa
Okay.
do?
2 different floor colors. Don't like that.
Oh, did not
Okay.
notice that. Wow.
All right.
Mm.
This. Oh my gosh. Now I
What?
realize this is shot from a slightly lower angle than someone might look at it. And I don't know what's happening behind me, but there's oh my gosh, right? Okay. There we go. So can anybody tell me what the problem is right here?
Let us know in chat,
Besides-
guys.
Yeah.
Let me see,
Wrong
we
way.
said
Messy
wrong
spider
way.
legs. Oh my gosh. Yes,
That's it.
that's absolutely true. And on top of that, so here's the deal, guys. I love the chair. It's great looking. It's fine combined in the room. I realize that whoever's doing this is kind of doing a mixed transitional leaning towards farmhouse a little bit. This is glorious. There's a lot of this happening. Great black doors. I feel like this probably is someone that is common. But when you have really busy legs on a thing, you better be dealing with a pedestal base, because now I've got the angle of the table fighting with the angle of these chairs, and there's 8 of these chairs. Now that's 32 angles that are not even counting the angled point of the table. So that could have been done a lot better. Secondly, super bright white in the room. I don't mind it if that's where you're going, but then what is this? There's no relationship to this light fixture. The only thing I can think of is there's possibly something behind me over the kitchen island that might relate, but this has no relationship whatsoever. A, it's brass. Don't see any other brass in the room. Okay. B, it's way off white. If you
Yeah.
are going to push on white this hard and make it this cool, you better tighten your rest of your storyline up, because that is so, I don't know. It's
Is it capiche shell? Like, I can't even tell what it is.
it looks like capiche shell, right?
Oh,
It does
okay.
look like capiche shell, but I don't know what it is, but it's the wrong white to be blended in with this. This person should have done something that was like maybe clear glass with some black and
Mhm.
a little bit of gold, something along those lines, or maybe just a plain black fixture that has no glass. There's a lot of ways you could have gone with this one. I do not understand this at all. And I'm kind of hating on this little leg down here, because there's nothing else that has that turned Victorian storyline unless it's over in this room. And I don't know how that works with this, because that gives me a headache, right? Those are 2 directions that you don't want to go. Now, mind you, that's small, but this is really strong, this angle. So this is kind of this has got a very definitive sort of mid-century overlay into farmhouse, which is all fine until you hit this. So, and I don't like this green with this navy blue and
Okay. It's
so
funny.
there's some improvements there.
There
So-
are. Yeah. Lauren B says no leg goes unnoticed with you, Lisa. That's for sure.
What? I'm sorry.
No leg goes unnoticed with you.
No leg goes
Yeah.
unnoticed.
Let
Legs
that be a
are
lesson to
built
you all.
chairs. Yes, that's right.
So guys, we have I think
I
we're
have
gonna
to time out.
I think we're gonna what? We're gonna do it.
I have to time out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just can you let me? I'm doing my wrap up here. So we got 2 more minutes, And I think in the last 2 minutes, maybe we can get a couple of more dollars in for the Red Cross. That would be awesome. But this whole entire 1620 is a result of us putting this fundraiser up. So that's all going directly to Red Cross to help everybody. And so if you haven't donated anything, you just go on to the YouTube stream, and there's a whole donate button and everything. So donating,
you'll see it. It's a little below the say something on the YouTube chat. You'll see a little heart that's kind of shaped. It's a hand that's shaped like two hands clasped that's shaped like a heart. That's the donate button. It doesn't say donate. So unless you knew.
Yeah. Oh, it does. No, not you're looking from the inside, but on what they see, it actually does say donate. It says.
Oh, it does. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, they see something different. So I'll take a screenshot so you can see what that looks like at another time, Lisa.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay,
and I don't believe it allows international donations, just so you know, guys. So if you've received an error and you are an international viewer, that would be why. It's a bummer, but we appreciate you trying.
It's a bummer.
It also doesn't allow us to donate.
I know. I thought it was, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know that you are allowed to do it. But we did get Lola Reed donated $20. Thank you, Lola.
Yay, Lola.
Yay.
Fantastic.
Brought us up to 1640.
Well, you know what? I mean, I know that I always go, I want to help, but I'm busy. I'm not in a place where I can easily make that happen. So it's really, really easy when you do it on YouTube, because you hit that button and it takes you, it's just 2 clicks. It's very easy. And then suddenly you've donated it, and it's easy, and you know where it's going, and you help the design community say that we care too.
It is. We do want to make it easy because so many of us are really busy, but we care, right? So what better way than to throw a few dollars? It doesn't even need to be big, guys. $4, $5, $2. I don't know what the smallest donation is, but allowable. But yeah, it makes a big difference, because when you gather it up collectively, that's when it really makes a difference. So
we get
$20,
$20
another 20. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Our heart and all the people of Florida and South Carolina and the East Coast of the US, we so appreciate that. And let's not even forget, Fiona dragged her tail and whipped up a mess up in Canada on their coastline. So it's like, oh my gosh. So
we need $40 more and we can be up to 1,700, and then I can go and we can leave.
Yeah.
And otherwise we're not going to ever.
$40. That's all? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my God,
Amy. Oh my God.
Amy.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Thank you,
Amy.
Amy.
Thank
You're
you
awesome.
so much.
Amy's a rock star.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Amy wins the big prize for the day, $100.
Yes,
Oh my
thank
God.
you.
Thank you, Amy.
Now we're at
up to
1760.
1760. Oh my God.
Wow,
Okay.
that's
well,
amazing.
I'm just gonna be.
And I'm going to answer a question real quick in the thing, and then I've got to hop off. Marianne Lebletta said she's redoing a bathroom, doing large porcelain tile and shower with painted surface in lime wash. In your opinion, would this technique clash with the kava tiles? No, not at all. Lime wash and kava, yummy. So, but make sure that your lime wash is okay for humid environments, because sometimes they can streak. So just check on that. Okay. Oh, Run to Be Fit. Oh, yes, she was part of our inner circle. We love you, honey. Thank you from a Florida resident, she said. Yes. Oh my gosh. There's so
Everybody
many
can.
images. I couldn't
Yes.
even bear it. There were so many images. And, I'm sitting here and not being able to help. So Amy and everybody else,
Whoa.
all the anonymous,
Yes.
everybody that donated, you made my day. You made my day, and you made everybody
Yes.
that can help.
Well,
Yes.
the
yes.
thing about it is that there's a lot of groups out there doing amazing things. It's just that we know the Red Cross, we feel comfortable with that, and we wanted to make sure that how we were giving we knew was going to go there.
Yes.
We
Our
knew that
tree,
it was
our
gonna
tree donation, we know those guys are solid. We love them.
No, we feel pretty
but in
confident the Red Cross
in a
too.
situation like this, we don't know other stuff. So Red Cross is great because we know it kind of covers everything in the US and Canada. So
1,800. Sorry.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, thank you. Oh my God.
Love
that.
Barnes.
Laura
$50
Barnes did
coming
another
in
gift.
like crazy. Oh
You
my
guys are
God.
killing
Oh
me.
my gosh.
36.
Oh, I've got
Oh,
to.
thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That's
That is
amazing.
amazing. You guys-
Amazing.
this is
Thank you
incredible.
guys.
It's incredible.
All right.
It's
Well,
incredible. Oh,
We
finally
do
it
have
worked.
to-
Lenore was struggling with it. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people on right now kind of
Yeah.
helping out. So I'm glad you tried again, Lenora. Thank you so much. Thank you
Yes.
everybody for this.
Yes,
And I am
everybody.
sorry, but I had a really rocky week. So I have
Yeah.
got to jump off right now,
Okay,
but I
okay.
love you
jump off then.
guys.
Megan and I will take it home with.
Is that
with
okay?
Oh, yes.
Good.
All right.
I
Bye,
love you
Lisa.
guys
Bye,
so much.
Lisa.
It means so much to me to talk to you guys every week and help you guys with your drama, not your dramas, but your design.
Your
Design
drama.
dramas.
Yes, and we love you and stay safe, okay, everyone, and share your heart, and we'll see you next week. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to stay on for a second because I'm convinced we can get past the 1836. What do you think, Megan? Do you,
I think
or
we
will
can.
everyone just leave?
I think we could. I bet we could get to 1900. Just saying.
I think so too. I mean, when you think of how much, when you think of the value that Lisa gives people, I mean,
Yeah.
she's like she's working on people's projects in front of us. And it's
Yeah.
amazing. And you go, well, if everybody in our, like we had 1,000 people today. Yeah, we had
Yeah.
1,000 people on the show today. Not on the show, but watching the
Yeah.
show more. And if everybody, just did, $1, it's
Yeah.
amazing. A little bit, it goes a long way, is basically what I'm saying.
That's very
So,
true.
I feel
Very
like
true.
I'm in one of those shows, those fundraising shows for
Oh,
PBS.
those like telethons. Yes. Telethon for Florida. But
All
yeah,
right, so
all right.
we're not saying anything else coming through. You could, so we're probably gonna, you want to call
But
it?
there's still, and what's great, guys, is even when we aren't live, there's still opportunity to donate. Same link, same place, same button. So if you guys weren't able to donate
Yes.
during the show, please consider donating later.
Yeah,
And we
yeah,
would
exactly.
appreciate
Of
that
course.
very
And
much.
everybody gets fine. And
Yeah.
let's tell everybody about what's happening next week. We're planning on having a video release on next week. We're also planning, guys, on maybe changing the time for our for this show to be a little bit more convenient because we know a lot of people are in church on Sunday afternoons. So we're thinking of Saturdays maybe in the morning. I'm just throwing it out there because I thought maybe you guys might have a comment about that. Yes. Time
Annette's
change.
into
Okay.
it.
Yeah. So what do you guys? Oh, we got another $50. Oh my God.
Oh, thank you, Anonymous. Awesome. Where are we at now? 1886. We're so
1886.
close. We're so close.
I know. I kind of don't want to click off until we can get to.
I know. Well, we'll still be able to watch it
1900.
too. We monitor it as the time goes, but yeah, and I know it's going to be even higher.
Yes,
But I
it
would
will.
like to see it. I would like to see it.
We'll run this. We'll run this next week too. So we'll pick up
Yeah.
from where we left off. So anyway, you guys. Oh yes, thank you, Annette. Thank you. Thank you for coming on. Yes, for Saturday. Okay, great. We're thinking of doing Saturday in the morning. We think that maybe a lot more people will have time at that time. So anyway, all right. So when I'm taking home.
Yep.
Are
Oh
we
yes.
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready, guys. Are you guys
Okay.
ready to go home? Awesome. Thank you again
You
for
guys
joining
ready to
us.
go home? Get
Please
off?
join
Okay.
us again next
We'll
week,
see you
same
guys.
time, and we will be here and we'll bring the fun.